Alrighty, I'm going to pick up Carson. She's from Utah. Just got in about an hour ago, so I'm gonna go pick her up at a coffee shop and head to the Crick House to finish loading up. Lauren, the second hunter, is getting in around 4 o'clock, so we've got a few hours until then. How's the flight? Cool. Yeah, Lincoln Airport is super small, so. What's up? Lauren?
How's it going?
Thomas.
Hi,
Nice to meet you. Nate.
My name is Carson Lewis, and I'm 27, and I'm from Utah. I really want to get into it because it is something new for me. I never grew up with hunting. For me, it's more of a challenge being so new to it and being like this stage of life I'm at right now. It's a really big challenge, but it's something that I really want to be able to like conquer or overcome. I love the outdoors, and I don't know. Hunting's like kind of connecting with nature, like becoming one with nature. With this hunt, what I'm most excited for is to actually see deer and shoot one. And then I am most nervous about, I don't know. I honestly don't know what I'm most nervous about. I'm just excited to shoot one. There's a fly going in my eyeball.
My name is Lauren McCullough. I am from Melbourne, Florida, and I'm 30 years old. My profession, really, it's just a huge part of what I do. And growing up, I didn't grow up hunting or fishing or anything like that, so I never gave it a second thought. But getting into my field of work, I just became really interested in it and want to support it and be immersed in it. I'm most excited for just being out here. It's an adventure and an experience. I'm excited to see deer and just learn from you guys. I'm most nervous about shooting my first big game animal because taking a life is no small thing. So I'm just want to be the best that I can be.
We want to make sure you guys like feel confident on shot placement and stuff. Like staying in the moment and being present during the shot is like a big thing. So like we just want to make sure that you guys are totally confident. Definitely want to be conscious of that. Like this deer is kind of quartering too. Like he's quartered to us a little bit, so that front shoulder's further back. So usually we like to have one completely broadside or quartering away.
Okay.
So that you can sneak an arrow back that
opens
way,
up
if that makes any sense.
That opens up basically the vitals towards you because that leg is more forward.
As far as blood goes, like if you shoot something based on the shot, it's really nice filming it. We'll be able to look back at the shot. Right. And if like the shot's like really good, then we'll wait just a little bit and go after it. And if it's marginal, we'll give it time. But like the blood we'll be looking for is just like lung blood will be bright with bubbles in it.
Okay.
And heart and liver will be darker red without bubbles. So those are kind of things that we'll just try to find the bolt right away, the arrow, and go from there. We are probably going to kill like the healthiest the deer is at its entire year. Yep. Because like right before the rut, bucks and does are in their best shape right now.
They're super healthy, fatty.
Yeah. And then they go into the rut the most healthy, and then they'll leave the rut total wrecks. This is a crossbow. Keep your thumb out of this whole area underneath this guard at all times. Your safety is right here. The red is obviously fire ready to shoot, and then S is the same. So I'm just gonna lift up a little more, new scope, and when you're feeling like ready and like you're comfortable, we'll push the safety to fire. Now, it's like I always put it just up high until I'm ready to go. Bullseye. Kill shot.
So this is first night. We are in a little makeshift ground blind, ground sit, and hopefully we get to see some deer coming through. Just super pumped.
Set up. This is Saturday, October 17th. We're in the evening hunt. I'm here with Lauren. We're gonna try to get her first deer down. We're set up in this pretty heavy bedding area. We're pretty close to the river too, so we're expecting some good movement. Hopefully, either us or Nate and Carson and Michaela can see some deer, get a shot at one. Tom and Lauren did not see anything that night. Me, Carson, and my wife Michaela, we sat and we had a little year-old buck. He came right to us. So Saturday was basically like a tough day. Sunday is going to be really good. Big cold front was coming through that night. Brought, I think maybe it rained. It brought the cold temps. I think the wind chill temp was like 24. Carson gets my attention like there's a doe, and then I look past it and I see a nice set of antlers. He came jogging into about 35, 40 something in that ballpark.
So, I mean, he did stop and he kind of stayed for a lot longer than I expected. He looked around quite a bit.
At that point, he was basically dead downwind.
I did not feel comfortable taking that shot, even though I wanted him. I wanted him so bad, and my whole body was just shaking.
Oh, yeah. So you
bad.
got the scope up on him.
Yeah, I had the scope on.
Yep, it was real.
Jeez. Oh, morning was awesome. We've seen a lot of bucks, a few does, and I got to shoot at a buck, but it's got ninja skills and dodged my bullet, or bolt. We're hoping to see a little bit more, get another shot maybe, but we'll see.
saw a deer, and we made a blind move to hopefully get on him this evening.
Me and Lauren are set up in the same field that we hunted this morning, and we saw some does. We moved the blind to this pinch point that I saw them coming in and out of on this fence from the neighbors onto ours. So if they do the same thing, then it'll provide a close shot. So that's the hope tonight.
I ranged that doe starting at 75 to 60 to 46, then to 40, and that's when she gave us her best opportunity, and she was broadside, slightly quartered away. And Lauren, I'll let you take it from here.
Yeah, I just took the shot,
Yeah.
and it started immediately pouring blood, so that was really exciting. I was definitely emotional, and yeah, I was just praying.
Yeah.
It was a kill shot.
All right, the sun's still up and we're in the field, so that's a good sign. We had some deer come out, and Lauren was able to get a shot, and from what we can tell, it was a pretty good shot. Might have been a little far forward. The doe ran onto the neighbor, so we're gonna wait to get permission and then go on there. Right now, just kind of looking around, looking for blood.
I'm just looking at the bubbles. Oh my gosh.
She did right there, Lauren. That was a really good shot.
Oh my gosh.
This is our fourth and final hunt. We had a really good morning this morning, so back in basically the same spot. We're feeling good, so we're in here early. It's 3:09, so we've got 4 hours to make something happen. Go home with some meat.
The group of 4x4 bucks from this morning were right there, about 60 to 80 yards, just behind a cedar, and they were working towards us. So I was like, we might be in the chips here, and they were great. I mean, just like in the morning, it was just fun to watch them.
Yeah.
Because they're just big beauties out there. And they never came close enough, but we had some.
3.5-year-olds, or
one 3.5-year-old for sure, one on the border of possibly 4.5. Just a big, I think he was a big 9.
gotcha.
But
It was awesome.
Come on, come back this way. You think it's the one that walked over there?
Good shot. I think you hit it really good. Let's see here.
I shot a doe. We watched her first, and she was over to our left, and then we saw another doe coming out that might have been closer, but that one looked like it had a fawn with it, so we kind of waited to see, and then the one on our left came out closer to us, so we decided to go for that one, and I don't know, she kept coming, and I shot her.
A dead deer. My first deer ever.
I was telling Carson that I feel like if you go up to an animal that you shot and you don't have some sadness in you, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Because I think anybody that's taking life needs to be able to feel it throughout their whole body. There's nothing but respect.
Yeah.
And it's like we are taking these lives, and that is not a small thing. That is a huge task.
Oh, it was great. I had an amazing time. It's such beautiful country out here. I absolutely would want to come and do this again. That's crazy to think about. I feel like it's been so long, it's been such a process for me. It's been more of a mental hurdle, and I'm really glad I overcame that with this experience. And just don't let anything stop you, because think about all the benefits and the pros to hunting, like the pros to conservation and the meat in your freezer, and it's just a great experience to be out in the woods, so just do it. Honestly, I'm just so grateful for this experience. It's been monumental in my confidence to move forward with hunting, and you guys have been stellar, like just so great to hunt with you guys. So I'm just grateful for this experience in general, and just so grateful that we were able to pack out some meat from it.
Oh, it's fun. Crazy to see all the movement that we saw with the bucks and everything over the last day, because that's something that you don't really see with mule deer hunting, so that was just like super exciting. Advice for a new hunter, I would say, I think the biggest thing that's been helping me is finding that support. It's kind of weird, but if that's something you want to do, I think this is what I like what Identical Draw is doing. They're actually stepping forward and they're reaching out to new hunters to take them out, but since that's not like a huge thing right now, so for me, my advice would be to take that first step and to find someone that hunts and to just say, hey, I want to get into this, what can you help me with? And then the other thing is, like, don't be afraid to get out there. Just, I don't know, just get out there. Even if you're not hunting, just get out into the outdoors, just watch. The only advice is just do it, get out. This was, I can't, oh my, this is incredible. I don't know, this last weekend was so much fun. I was worried that it wasn't gonna be long enough, but we had so much fun out here. I've learned a ton about whitetail, specifically about just a lot of new techniques for hunting, and I don't know, I'm very grateful that I was able to have this opportunity, and I am looking forward to being able to take this back home and to maybe help other new hunters back home and help my family and get my kids out there more often. So thank you.